May 7th, letting go of fear. Fear is at the core of codependency. It can motivate us to control situations or neglect ourselves. Many of us have been afraid for so long that we don't label our feelings fear. We're used to feeling upset and anxious. It feels normal. Peace and serenity may be uncomfortable. At one time, fear may have been appropriate and useful. We may have relied on fear to protect ourselves, much the way soldiers in a war rely on fear to help them survive. But now, in recovery, we're living life differently. It's time to thank our old fears for helping us survive, then wave goodbye to them. Welcome peace, trust, acceptance, and safety. We don't need that much fear anymore. We can listen to our healthy fears and let go of the rest. We can create a feeling of safety for ourselves now. We are safe now. We've made a commitment to take care of ourselves. We can trust and love ourselves. God, help me let go of my need to be afraid. Replace it with a need to be at peace. Help me listen to my healthy fears and relinquish the rest. I'm Herb the Addictaholic. This is the language of letting go. And in a short analogy, I ride motorcycles. I'm in a clean and sober motorcycle club, and we do a lot of runs. And being on the motorcycle in general to me is fun. You know, I enjoy riding, mainly when nobody else is on the road. You know, when it's just me or just me and the pack, you know, in the pack. When we're in the pack, when we're just cruising and it's an open road and there's nobody else around to disturb, it's a beautiful thing. It's exhilarating. It's a relief. I find serenity. It's wind therapy is what we call it. But then when you get into inner city traffic situations and, you know, drivers that are not paying attention, on their phones, drunk, angry, the list goes on. They don't care about the bias, the motorcyclist, and it just becomes very dangerous. Not to mention the previous rains have left a lot of potholes. Riding at night has its own risks and dangers and perils, you know, and sometimes I start to let all of that get into my head. Now, it's okay to have a healthy respect of the motorcycle, of the road, of other people, and the dangers that present themselves. But it's another thing to let it get into my head so much so that I'm riding at like 40 miles per hour and I could barely make a turn, you know, and sometimes those fears get in there and they fester and they start to grow and bloom into like beyond fear, you know, to unwarranted fears. And that doesn't create a very therapeutic ride. It doesn't make riding my motorcycle fun. And so learning how to let go of those fears, hang on to the healthy enough fear to keep me respectful of the road and watch out for people, but still enjoy the ride, you know, and much the same way each motorcycle ride is compared to the rest of my life living in the program is learning to let go of those unwarranted, unnecessary, superfluous fears and just hang on to the few that are necessary. And instead of dwelling in them and letting them control me, I use them as indicators of, you know, a certain path I should take. Thank you guys for coming out. Hope to see you tomorrow. Keep coming back. It works if you work it.